Brethren and ladies, I wanted to take a moment to share with you some wonderful accomplishments. This has been a great session this morning, but we've been talking about the last couple of years. Yet, as we sit here today, one of the things we have been quietly celebrating is the fact that for the first time in 4 years, we are back together in person. So I wanted to share with you some thoughts about what the last 4 years have been. From 2019 until now, by working together, we have accomplished much. And I want to share with you some pieces of success that we have had, not all by any means, but simply a taste of what we together have done. In addition to what you have seen and heard reported at this session, I want to add a few things and focus on some of what you heard as a highlight of the past 4 years since we were gathered in person. I recently sent a list of 183 accomplishments to the members of our council. I want to share with you now some highlights. Internally, here in Washington, we reduced our staff by 10% and restructured duties of almost every one of our staff positions. We reduced the council's annual expense budget. We improved our response time to valleys and their members. We have enhanced security cameras and protocols here at the House of the Temple to protect and secure this iconic facility. We are now concluding the backlot development, a 9-year undertaking beginning in May of 2014, and now the lease payments will provide $1 million a year to this council and its operations going forward for the next 99 years. We have revamped the website so that we can provide better and more timely information to our members and to the public. We have enhanced our internal network and hardware capability here at headquarters so that we can be more responsive to our members. We have continued renovations of this excellent facility. We replaced, for instance, the cooling tower and the boiler, and we have planned for the final temple renovations in this master plan. We have brought direct mail in-house at significant cost savings. In enhancing the temple and our exhibits, we began and established a new Grand Archivist Collection Room. We updated the Grand Commander's Collection Room. We installed LED lighting throughout the temple. We put a new roof on the temple's office and administrative spaces. And for the first time ever, we have now provided air conditioning in the atrium and in the banquet hall of this facility. We have funded 9 new scholarship endowments. We had this year over 600 applicants for those scholarships. We have established a Masonic Disaster Relief Fund, and we're providing relief to those who need it. We have funded new Masonic Youth and Appendant Body Grant programs. For our publications, we have enhanced our efforts to provide information. We increased the pages in the journal. We enhanced the font, the paper quality, and the color in the journal so that it is more readable. We have provided e-reader and audio versions of key books. For those receiving patents and charters and other documents from this council, they have all been redesigned and configured in a standardized format. We have internally authored and published numerous new books. We revived the Masonic Book Club, and from day one, from the first issue, it has been a profit center. We now have the world's #1 Masonic YouTube channel. We have live streamed many events, not only for the Supreme Council and for our valleys and orients, but also for other Masonic bodies. We have a strong online podcast presence and a very strong social media presence. We are reaching out to the world using technology in any way we can to be effective in our presentations. We have helped our new and current members. We have brought in new members by the use of technology by establishing, for instance, online petitions, which are now used by dozens of valleys. We started the cinematic reunion, and we standardized the communication of degrees. We established the Master Craftsman Online College. We revamped our online store. We have taken the MAP, our special membership program, and put it online, and we have streamlined it, and we have now adjusted it to address the needs of even the smallest valleys. We held 3 in-person leadership conferences in the year 2022. We had 3 Zoom-based workshops in 2020, again in 2021, and yes, again in 2023. We provided for our members and for other supporters a free will program, which allows donors to write a will at no cost and helps our members with their own estate planning. In looking at Freemasonry Universal and our role there, we stood with Shriners International and with the Northern Masonic Jurisdiction and began the beafreemason.org website. Thousands of potential members have come through that site and went directly to Grand Lodges. We issued a joint statement with the Northern Masonic Jurisdiction on visitation so that our members and their members could meet and greet one another in their valleys. We also issued a joint statement with the Northern Masonic Jurisdiction and with Shriners International in support of our Grand Lodges. For the first time ever, these 3 significant appendant bodies stood and supported our Grand Lodges at the Conference of Grand Masters of North America. We facilitated a Grand Masters Summit both in 2022 and in 2023 at Shriners International Imperial Session, bringing together the Grand Masters of this country so that they could share ideas in an open forum. We issued a unity statement with the Northern Masonic Jurisdiction and with the 2 Supreme Councils of Prince Hall, going a step beyond our recognition with our brethren in Prince Hall. We celebrated the 300th anniversary of the adoption of the constitutions of Freemasonry and celebrated the fact that those constitutions, embedded within them, are principles which were used for the founding of not only the American government, but other governments of the world. I issue quarterly newsletters to the Council. We have improved the membership dues process. We have updated the Valley Secretary manuals. And we have developed standardized annual reporting for this council so that we can better monitor what we are doing and so that we can better plan for the future. We have quarterly Zoom meetings with the Grand Commander's Fellows and with Valley officers in a separate Zoom, and in a separate Zoom, we meet quarterly as a council in an informal discussion. I held, as Grand Commander, multiple town hall meetings with members in their valleys, answering all questions that came and listening to all comments and suggestions. We have created Grand Commander videos to be used in the opening and welcoming of reunions and at special events for any valley that has requested such. These are just a few of the accomplishments that we have had in 4 years. I share those with you. I encourage you to talk to your SGIG or deputy to look at the full list of 183 accomplishments during the past 4 years. 183 achievements above and beyond the day-to-day operations of this council. Ask yourself, if without those doors outside in the world, what organization could say that over the last 4 years? What organization has accomplished so many things in the last 4 years, particularly that period of time in our world? How did this happen? How is it that Freemasons can do so much even when the world around them is struggling to simply survive on some days? How is it we can accomplish this? We have 2 reasons for this. One is right here. But the other, I want you to think about. This is the other reason. Because unlike what's outside those doors, unlike what's out in the world, we can come together, and this and that allows us to do all of the 183 achievements. We know that we began there, but we also know that this allows us to continue beyond this and beyond those doors and to make a difference. You know yourself. That's part of it. I'm going to ask a favor right now. Every brother in this room, no words to be spoken. I want you to reach to the nearest brother, shake the hand, and look in the eye, and that's all you need to do. And you'll know that when it happens. Do that right now. No words. Or for no words, I tell you, there's a lot of words going on. Remember what I said about going to lunch? Did you see it? Mm-hmm. Did you? Yeah. Did you feel it? Yes. Can you live it? Yes. It began here and it continues here. It began here. It continues there. Don't ever forget where we began.
But don't ever forget how we go. God bless you. Thank you for being here.